Welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie, and today I'm going to be interviewing with this handsome man business owners who are successful not only in business but also in marriage. Why do certain relationships work? And I'm not going to talk to people who had failed marriages. Today we are talking to people who have rocked it in both marriage and business.
That's rude. You're not going to ask people that had failed marriages. And she goes, that's right. I'm not going to ask you for marriage advice.
I am not Brandon's first marriage.
That was a little bit rude.
I'm not going to ask him for advice because that's important to know. Are you looking for advice from the right people? Notice I said successful in marriage and business. We're not just trying to have a marriage, we're trying to build a business together.
Yeah, but what if somebody had a failed marriage and then they got with the right person and had an unbelievable successful business?
But I'm still not.
Did they qualify?
But only if they have had success in marriage and business. 2 days just doesn't count.
So
we could talk about having a successful relationship because we've been together for so long, but not a successful marriage. So we're talking about marriage today because quite honestly, building a business. If anybody's
watching the show and I want to know,
having a relationship.
Has anybody ever had to fire their brand new wife?
Oh my gosh. We are currently on our way to an event that we are hosting called the Construction Cash Flow Summit. We already have some business owners that work with us who are there and who are married. I'm going to show you behind the scenes of the event, so let's go.
Let's go.
I want to bring up our people expert and our beloved, amazing, amazing Executive Vice President of Operations, Mrs. Natalie Dawson.
And marketing and people in an event like this is because they all tie together in order to get you where you want to go. It is not just having this great marketing strategy and bringing in your ideal clients and crushing it with them. Like, that's only a tiny part of the equation. What if the pushback all of a sudden becomes, well, sure, you can do it because you're the business owner. Yeah, you could do it. Your education is different than me. Yeah, sure, they can do it. How do you create other examples? Can I get some brave volunteers to maybe share with me 3, at most 5 people problems?
So the waters are extremely muddy, but like, who's exposed? Me as a business owner.
For sure. All right, we are here at the Construction Summit. These incredible individuals have some marriage advice for you today. Okay, so here's Norm. Norm, what is your marriage advice?
Just to remember to work hard, play hard, and really set aside time that you can reconnect outside of the business. Because a lot of times you get so caught up in the grind that you forget to really spend the time to reconnect. So we try to do something special.
Yep. Do you concur, Denise?
I do. You know, and my advice really, especially working as a couple together, would be to make sure that you have an open mind and understand and don't take anything personal when possibly your spouse is having a bad day and you don't know it.
How many years have you been married?
26, I think.
26 years. And what makes a successful 26-year marriage?
Knowing when to listen and when to give advice. The other thing is, you know, when we get into a fight or argument, if we can't resolve it, then we just fight naked. We're going to end up laughing or maybe having another kid, I don't know. But it usually ends the argument.
There you have it. Usually ends the argument. Okay, Mike, tell me.
That was strong.
That was.
Never gonna agree 100% with anyone. So having the respect to listen and being patient with the differences. So she's very respectful and never would do it to humiliate me, you know, but she knows exactly what I need to hear, you know, and that's, we give each other that respect and that patience, and I think that's it for us.
I love it. Wrapping up our event and heading to a dinner with some of our incredible clients. Marriage is work. It's not like you get married and you have your wedding and it's happily ever after. It takes work, it takes commitment, it takes knowing how to communicate with each other, understanding roles and responsibilities. I have a free assessment. Click right here in order to get access to it. It really does identify where there are gaps in how you and your partner are working together, communicating.
Fill the gaps.
Fill those freaking gaps, because you want to be able to have a life. I always dreamed of being able to have a life like this, and our life wasn't always like this. I used to feel insecure going to his events because they weren't our events. I used to feel insecure being at dinners and showing up.
I used to feel insecure being with the tallest girl in the room, feeling like a little short, stubby guy.
But I think that's a real consideration that a lot of people just, you know, they just don't talk about how difficult it can be. And it's a good thing that you're with somebody who has power in their career and knows what they're doing and has confidence. But then when you might not feel that way, like, what do you do in order to
Let's go.
establish? Oh boy, there's a lot going on.
Trap behind all these people.
What do you do in order to improve yourself? It starts with getting your goals straight and getting your roles and responsibilities clear. So click on the link. Can't believe it's 16 days away. 16 days.
16
So awesome.
days!
You are amazing today and a total freaking rock star.
Thank you, dude.
Such
You
a
were
rock
amazing.
star.
So many people talked about how remarkable. One guy just bought a 10X Ladies ticket because he said he wants to come see you talk.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Gotta figure out how to crush it with each other. Gotta figure out how to keep things interesting and creating new relationships and communications around the new people that you want to have in your life, because it's not just going to be the two of you forever. You want good people. All right, see you tomorrow.